Hey there, my friend. What's up? My name's Anthony Hyatt, and today I want to share with you the cutting edge strategy that myself and thousands of other people are using to make a full time income working in their spare time without any previous experience, all from their computer. But before I get to that, I want you to understand why I was even, looking for something different in the first place. You see, since I was a little kid, you know, my family and society and everybody said, if you want to have a good life, you have to go to college and get a good job. So eventually, I went to college and I was there for 4 or 5 years. And when I graduated, I was very excited that I finally had the degree. I had a diploma and I was ready to go out and find a good job. Unfortunately, I discovered that either A, I didn't have the proper experience to get the job, or B, I would make just as much, if not more, serving tables, which I'd already been doing for like 10 years. And I just, in that moment, I couldn't imagine myself going to a job for 50 hours a week, sitting in traffic an hour there, sitting in traffic an hour back, and then being too tired to enjoy my life for the next 30 years. It sounded terrible. So I was like, you know what? I remembered seeing a video where this guy was selling like t-shirts or something, which is not what I'm trying to do, but it's something new that wasn't available before thanks to technology. And he was making more than I could make at the jobs where I needed a degree at 20 years old. He was like 20, traveling the world and working in his spare time from his laptop. I was like, you know what? I got to find something similar to that I can do. So I searched online. I looked at all the big websites, and most of the information I found was either not very reliable or not very trustworthy. They would say, "Hey, I know how to do this, but first you have to pay me, and then I'll show you what we do." And what if you don't like it? You know what I mean? Like I was like, that's kind of weird. If it was that good, you would show me first, right? So that's what I want to do for you because as I was scrolling through Facebook and I had found all these, unreliable results, I had come across a video in my news feed where it said, uh, this video may make you want to quit your job. So I'm like, okay, all right, that sounds good. Let me see what you're talking about here. What are you talking about? And he literally showed me the exact strategy he used to make a full-time income working part-time from his computer and how I could do it without any experience. So that's what I want to do for you. I want to give you the opportunity to see what it is that I do and if it is something that would be a good fit for you. All right, now you should be able to see my screen and you can see that I'm on a website called Amazon.com. Little company that you may have heard of, right? So yeah, Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. Now, why am I showing you this? Well, I understand that it may not make perfect sense to you right now, but I promise, as you stick with me to the very end of this video, it will all make sense. So what we're gonna do, scroll down to the very bottom of Amazon, and you'll see a tab. Now this tab right here says Make Money with Us, right there on Amazon's website. We're going to go down and we're going to click Become an Affiliate. On the next page, you can see here, actually, let me move my head. I'm just going to float up. I want you to see this. It says Join. It's easy and free to join. Advertise and earn. Get up to 10% in advertising fees. So what that means is essentially anyone could promote products that are already on Amazon and get commission for selling those products. Why do I like this? Well, you don't need to have any products of your own. You don't need to have a store. You don't need to deal with customer service. All you have to do is promote products to people who want to buy them anyways and get a commission. Another example I'll show you real fast is Best Buy, a global brand, again, one of the biggest brands in the world. And if you scroll to the bottom, it says partnerships. And underneath that, we'll click affiliate program. On this page, it's pretty much the same. Earn money, Partner with a trusted brand. Joining is free and easy. So again, you see two of the biggest brands in the world right now are happy to pay people like you and me to sell their products for them. Now, how does it all work? Well, first, we need to find an audience. What is an audience? Well, an audience is a group of people that has a problem and they are searching for a solution. So where do we find an audience? Well, there are several tools. The one I'm going to show you is called the Google Keyword Planner. Now, the Keyword Planner is available. Anyone has access as long as you have a Gmail or Google account. So for this example, I searched weight loss. Why? Because it's a popular issue that a lot of people have. So I know that the audience is probably pretty big. So searching weight loss, as an example, you see here, it says average monthly searches right here. 100,000 to 1 million people every month are typing this into Google. They have a problem. They want to lose weight. They're looking for a solution. So we're trying to sell a product to someone who wants to buy it anyways, right? So what is the solution? Well, we need to find an offer, which is something that they can buy that will solve their problem. Now, we could go to Amazon or many other websites, but on Amazon, the commission isn't as high as I would like. So we go to a place called ClickBank. Now, this is an affiliate network. And this affiliate network, other companies promote their products, or they put their products here for affiliates to promote, and they are very happy to pay a commission. So for weight loss, the first two results we got here are the Get Lean program, where the average amount of commission we could get per sale is $234. Fat burning soup recipes is another one. $164 is the average commission per sale. Now that's an average, so that's not like you get 164 every sale, but let's just say if we got one person to buy the Get Lean program and one person to buy the fat burning soup recipes this month, and we got the average sale, that's about $400 extra in our pocket just making 2 sales. Now, where do we come in? Well, the concept is actually very simple. Here we are. We're going to find an audience, and all we got to do is connect that audience to an offer, and we make a commission. That's why I love this so much, because you don't have to have a product, you don't have to have a store, you don't need experience, and you can do it in your spare time, working from your computer. If you're interested in learning more, all you have to do is click the link above or below this video, and I'll send you the Freelance Marketing Secrets Guide at no cost, and you can register for a 2-hour masterclass where the author and my mentor goes over this in great detail, and you can use this to start your own online business as soon as you're ready. And both of these are no cost to you. So I hope that this video has helped you in some way, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Take care.